All right. So first things
Right.
first, let's make sure that the live stream is actually working.
Okay.
A bit of delay. All right.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. It's time to watch some music videos.
Well, first, what we're going to do actually is talk about our plan.
Okay.
So
Perfect.
we have a new link over at the Dalek Zone. I'm not a big user of Peertube. I've known about it for a long time, but I think you should be able to get these videos on any of the Peertube instances. But I picked the Dalek Zone as the main instance because it does a sync with the YouTube page.
Cool.
And there's some technical details. Theoretically, Jitsi should be able to do a live event on Peertube because it uses the same protocol as YouTube. But this version of Jitsi and all of the versions of Jitsi that I looked that were, available instances, they either don't have the streaming capability or they're hardwired to YouTube. So theoretically, we could host our own, and we could set it up to use Peertube, and then we could potentially go the other direction. Okay. So this wouldn't be that big of a deal, except it turns out there's some sort of timing limitation on the videos that can be imported. Now I don't know what that is. So the only video, and I thought it just wasn't working, but I did a test video when I was testing other things. I wasn't really testing this, but it ended up being about a minute and a half long, and that actually came through. So people should be able to use that RSS feed to get short videos. So I don't know what we're going to do long term about this.
Okay.
Like chunking up the video after every single video seems like a lot. But what we're going to try to do, and we're not going to do it this week. This is going to serve as the sort of like intro video for this week. But what we're going to do is we're going to have a video of the week. Probably I'll pick one out, and then I'll ask you, Donnie, like, do you have a video of the week? And then if you're like, oh yeah, I've got a banger this week, then I'll just let you have it.
Okay.
I don't know that, just we need to sort of think about, this is the one video every week that the people on Peertube are actually going to see. So we want it to be a good one, basically. The other thing is there is a storage limitation. So I will have to go back at some point and delete videos from Peertube. So if you are a Peertube viewer, download those videos, to your podcast player, since there's an RSS feed, or just locally to your machine, if you want to go back to those, because eventually I will have to go back and delete them. So this one is probably not one I'm going to delete, since it's sort of a how-to sort of thing on the whole Peertube thing and how this is going to work. Do you have any questions, Donnie, that you think we should cover in this sort of little intro video on how this is all
going to work? For those who never heard of Peertube before, can you just do a high level, like what it is exactly?
Yeah, so it's like Mastodon for YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know how long it has been around off the top of my head, but it has been around for a minute. But yeah, basically it's a decentralized video hosting network. Yeah, so its initial release was in 2018. So it's been around a minute. But yeah, so check it out.
Yeah, I actually haven't checked it out either. There was another YouTube alternative, which I can't remember the name of right now, that I know a lot of people were getting into over the pandemic, but I tried it out, and whatever it was, I didn't like the user interface I stuck with YouTube.
Well, there's Vimeo as well.
I love Vimeo.
Yeah.
And I actually really like YouTube. I know some people have issues with it, but I personally like it. So, but yeah, I do check out alternatives just to see what's going on. I don't want to.
Yeah, yeah. And if I had an easy way to sync them all up, then I would do that. I mean, there are things that'll, different applications will do that. I looked at Hootsuite, which is like a social media app, but it's like $150 a month.
No,
like, we don't really need that.
We're out of control with these subscriptions, people. We can only
Yeah.
afford so many subscriptions before we all go broke.
Yeah. So
maybe we can't afford even one.
yeah. Yeah. I don't know. So we'll see how it goes. You know, if something that someone would like to do, you know, one thing that would be a useful thing for a community member to do, particularly the ones that actually make it to Peertube. You know, if they want, you know, if they're not going to YouTube because they don't want to support Google or whatever, then take the ones off of Peertube and upload them to archive.org. Like, I don't have a way to like automatically put them on archive.org. So if somebody wanted to archive them there, then I think that would be useful for folks.
Okay.
So, yeah. So anything else before I hit stop live stream?
No.
Okay.
That sounds good.